Yeah. Here we go. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. It seems all but finalized that Mr. Dan Snyder is going to be selling my hometown team, the team I was I grew up a diehard Washington Redskins fan, and it seems as if Mr. Dan Snyder is officially going to sell the team, finally sell the damn team for $6 billion. $6 billion. Now, there's a whole lot I have to say on this. It will take me longer than your typical Move Swiftly thoughts. So I'll probably do a full episode on this topic later on down the line, and you'll hear it later on down the line. But my initial thoughts, just the initial thoughts that come to mind when it comes to how we can take this lesson. If I'm speaking particularly to a businessman, anyone that's in business, all right, and Dan Snyder is in business, obviously, right? If I'm speaking to anybody in business, what has happened with the Washington Commanders, formerly known as the Washington Redskins, provides a valuable, very, very valuable lesson for anybody in business, all right? I'll never forget this, because when he first bought the team, I want to say it was 1999. And if you go and do the research, year 2000, he went and signed Deion Sanders and Bruce Smith, all right? These are Hall of Famers, legendary Hall of Famers. And I remember actually during that time, I was very excited being a Washington Redskins fan. And there was a segment, I believe it was NFL Live or one of those, football shows that came on back then, and there was a segment in which the question got posed, hey, are the Washington Redskins a playoff team now? Are they a contender now? And I can't remember, I believe it was Merrill Hodge or somebody who they were interviewing talking about it, and immediately they said, no, they're not even close. Not even close. And he turned out to be 1,000% right. He said, and I remember this specifically, he said they went out and got an all-star 95 team. We're in year 2000. All right, they went out and got the Bruce Smith, the older Deion Sanders. And from that year, it's been just constant. Whether it was him overpaying Albert Haynesworth, whether it was Josh Norman, whether it was Donovan McNabb, you name it, the list goes on and on about when it comes to the players that he brought in and he made millionaires. I mean, he turned them into millionaires, and they absolutely just did not show up on the field. And in business, and this is very important now, as you translate that and you look to your business and you look to your organization, you may be saying to yourself, hey, I got the money to bring so-and-so in. I got the money to bring this person who looks good on paper, or the things that they used to do on paper and all that kind of stuff. I bring them in, I make them a very rich person, and all of a sudden they're not as hungry. All of a sudden they don't have that dog mentality. They don't have that dog in them. They don't have that grind in them. They don't have that mentality that got them to be as great as they are because you've overpaid them. So again, as a businessman that's listening to me, whether you're a businessman or a businesswoman, wherever you are, understand the importance of making sure you are careful, very, very selective when it comes to who you're paying, what you're paying them to do. And also, very important, don't overpay a motherfucker. Never overpay anyone, because when you overpay them, eventually your organization is going to suffer. Your business is going to suffer. Dan Snyder is a prime example. Again, as a businessman, he's someone I truly have learned to sort of admire in a way, because he has made some major things happen, being from the DMV and doing a lot of things that a lot of people don't recognize as being great, because he's becoming known for his epic failure as a Washington Redskin or Washington Commander owner. But at the same time, it provides a lesson for you guys. It provides a lesson to say, hey, if I got the cash, I got to spend it on things that are going to be productive to the future. I'm not spending it on an old Deion Sanders. I'm not spending it on an old Bruce Smith. I'm not spending it on an old Albert Haynesworth or old Donovan McNabb and shit like that, or old Mike Shanahan, right? Again, the list goes on and on and on and on. And I'm happy he's finally getting out of it, collecting his $6 billion, and he goes off somewhere and does whatever he does. All right. So again, remember this lesson, because it is very valuable. All right. Dive deep, and like I said, I will do more on this, because there's a lot of examples I could provide, being that I grew up in that area. To dive deeper into all of this, main website, makeyourmove.com. That's makeyaamove.com. One-stop shop for your teamwork and self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.